So anyway, I am going to color all the vertices, right? V1, V2, V3, V4, V5, V6. So what I am going to consider, I am going to consider all the vertices in one sequence. The sequence can be anything. It can be V1, V2, V3, V4, V5, V6, or any permutation, any valid permutation of this 6 vertices, because towards the end, after completion of 6 iteration, we are going to color all the 6 nodes. So that is the idea. So therefore sequence doesn't matter, right? So the sequence can be anything. That is the first thing. And now let's assume that after ith iteration, we have already completed, let's say, ith iteration, and we need to say what we will do in I plus 1th iteration, right? So let's say what we know that in each iteration we are going to color exactly one vertex. So after I iteration, I am sure that I number of vertices are already colored, right? And again, I number of vertices are already colored, and it may not be the case where these vertices are pairwise adjacent. So I'm assuming that T number of colors are used so far. Let's say 1, 2, 3 up to T. And this T can be anything. It can be I also. It can be 1 also. If this set is corresponding to independent set, then value of T can be 1. If this set is corresponding to click means pairwise adjacent vertices. In that particular case, this number can be I also. What is needed to be done in I plus 1th iteration? I need to color, I need to give decision for Vi plus 1. I need to color this particular vertex, Vi plus 1. So what is the restriction now? I need to consider definitely neighbors of Vi plus 1, right? So let's say neighbor set, right? Neighborhood of this particular vertex is nothing but a set, and let me call that particular set S1. So S1 is nothing but your neighbors, right? Neighbors of Vi plus 1, and I'm also saying I'm also using the corresponding set C1 where this set S1 is colored using this set C1, right? Because neighbors may or may not have colors assigned to them. It depends upon ordering. अगर colors assign नहीं हुए होंगे तो then this particular set will be empty set. और colors assign हुए होंगे then it will be some number from 1 to t, right? Anything between 1 to t, right? It depends upon the sequence which we are considering, right? So इसके neighbor set में S1 elements है और S1 के corresponding एक हमारे पास color set है C1. Now what we want to do, what is the restriction here? We have two sets now. The first set is, let me call it set. Okay, so let me give name CVI or CVI. This is fine. CVI. This set is nothing but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to T. We have one more set which is nothing but C1. This set can be anything, we don't know, but it's nothing but it's a colors. It's a set of colors corresponding to neighbors of Vi plus 1. Okay. So again, it can be anything. We don't know about this particular set, so we won't write its specific values, but we have these two sets. Now with respect to these two sets, what is the criteria? मतलब अब constraint क्या है? Vi plus 1 को मुझे कलर करना है और उसके नेबर्स के कॉरेस्पॉन्डिंग सेट है C1, और अभी तक आपने जो यूज किया है, मतलब आप V1, V2, V3 ये सारे को आप कलर करते करते यहाँ पे आए हो और यहाँ पे आपने यूज किया है ये सेट CVI. So अब कंस्ट्रेंट क्या होगा? एंड अगेन द ऑब्जेक्टिव इज टू मिनिमाइज, our objective is to minimize total number of colors used. You want to color Vi plus 1. So according to definition of this coloring, vertex coloring, what should be the color of Vi plus 1 with respect to set C1? Can I use elements of C1 to color Vi1? This is the first question. Can I color?
No, sir.
No. Why? Because
No.
they are its neighbors. So you can't use colors of your neighbor, right? Because that is against the definition of vertex coloring. So that means C1 is eliminated. You can't use C1. What about CVI? Can I use colors of CVI? It may possible that C1 is empty set. It may possible that C1 is equal to, is it possible? C1 is equal to CVI. This is also possible.
Yes sir, मतलब अगर C1 में कोई मतलब CVI में कोई ऐसा कलर हो जो C1 में ना हो तो वो उसको असाइन कर सकते हैं VI plus 1 को.
Good, very good. So that means we are interested in this particular set CVI minus C1.
Yes sir, मतलब ये पॉजिटिव होना चाहिए.
No, not positive. These two are sets.
मतलब मैं cardinality wise sir.
Right. So if this cardinality is empty set, then we need to introduce one more color. Okay, so there are two cases now. So basically, so far what we have concluded, we are interested in this particular quantity. The quantity is CVI minus C1. And our objective is to minimize total number of colors used. So if this is not empty, then what we can do? We can take a minimum of CVI minus C1. So that means, let's say CVI has T colors and C1 has only 2 colors. So after doing this set difference, we will get this set 3, 4, 5 up to T, and minimum of this is nothing but 3. So we will assign color 3 to vertex Vi plus 1. That is the idea. If this two, the answer of this two, this after answer of this set difference is not empty. If answer of this two is empty, then what we will do? We'll consider one new color and assign it to Vi plus 1. Okay. So it seems slightly complicated, but it's not. Let's try to run this process on this graph. Then it will become more clear. So let me draw the graph again. Okay. So this is the graph. V1, V2, V3, V4, V5, V6. So the very first step which I need to do is I need to fix some sequence. So let's say I fix this particular sequence V1, V2, V3, V4, V5, V6, right? And in the first iteration, I don't have any choice because so far there is no set. We need to talk about two sets. The first set is CVI, right? This is nothing but so far which colors you have used. So this will be empty whenever we are talking about the very first iteration. And then we will also talk about neighbors of this particular color set of neighbors of underlying vertex, which is nothing but CV1 in this particular case. So CV1 is also empty because this time there are no, we are starting with V1 and we don't know colors of V2 and V4, right? So both the sets are empty set. So that means we need to go with this particular second step where value of T is 0. So 0 plus 1 is 1, and we will assign color 1 to the very first vertex, which is nothing but V1. So let's say color 1 is assigned to this V1, and we are done with iteration number 1. Now let's start with iteration number 2. Okay. In iteration number 2, what is the value of CVI? Can anyone tell me? CVI. So far, how many colors we have used?
One
color.
Right. One. And what is the value of CV2? Neighbors of 2?
Sir, it is also 1.
Okay. So if both of these are 1, then subtraction will result in empty set. So therefore, we need to give a new color to this particular vertex, which is nothing but V2, and we'll give color 2. Okay. Now let's consider iteration 3. In iteration 3, we need to give decision for V3. Okay. So now, what is CVI so far? Okay, so instead of I, let me use suffix also, then it will become more clear. So initially it was, okay, so then it will become confusing. So let me keep it I only, because then there's a clash between these two. Okay, so CVI, value of CVI means so far how many colors I have used, 1 and 2. Okay, and the next is, I need to also talk about neighbors of V3, CV3. So Can anyone tell me? Color set of neighbors of V3?
So
2, sir.
2, right?
2.
So which color should I assign here? Can anyone tell?
1.
1.
Right? Because if I subtract 1, 2, sorry, subtract 2, if I take set this difference of these two sets, then I will get 1. So I can assign color 1 here. Okay. And now I will go further in the sequence, right? So now, okay. So now I will be talking about V4. Okay. So for V4, again, I'm talking about V4. So for V4, CVI is 1, 2, because so far I have used only 2 colors. And what can you say about CV4?
So 1.
Right? So which color should I assign here?
2.
Right? Okay, I can go one more step further. Right? Now here, similarly, right, I'm not writing down now. The idea is, again, so far I have used 2 colors. Neighbors of this particular vertex are 2, V2 and V4. Both of them are using color 2. So basically set difference of 1, 2 and 2. So again, I will get color 1 here. Okay. And finally, for V6, I will get color 2. Right? So using 2 colors, I have colored this graph, and this particular approach is greedy approach. Can anyone explain me why it's greedy? What we are doing in the each iteration? In the each iteration,
So we take minimum 1.
minimum 1, that is fine, but the objective is to minimize total number of colors used. So if I use colors which are available, then definitely, so that is my local choice. My local choice is to we don't want to spend any extra colors if there are any available colors. So if locally if you do it, then globally you will achieve your target. That is the idea of greedy approach. Right? In detail you will learn about this in your algorithms course. But the idea is this: if you remember algorithms corresponding to minimum spanning trees, prims and Kruskalls, right? In each iteration, you try to minimize something, right? So here you try to minimize total number of colors used. So therefore, this particular approach is greedy. It's also called sequential approach. Any guesses why it's called sequential algorithm?
So because step by step one vertex को कलर कर रहे हैं, पहले first को करा, फिर second को करा.
Right? We are starting with vertex ordering, right? And we can take any ordering. So therefore, it's called sequential. One more term which you will see for the very first time with respect to algorithm, it's called online algorithm. Why it's called online algorithm? Because I am teaching it online. No.
So online का.
With respect to algorithms, what this term
सर हम बाद में भी कोई नया नोड ऐड कर सकते हैं running time.
Then without changing the existing coloring. Very good. So it's called online because it works on the available data only. In future, if you add anything, then it won't destroy your work. Right? You can extend your work. Right? यहाँ पे अगर कोई एक नया vertex आ गया, let's say V7, then without compromising this coloring, you can color V7. Right? Let's say V7 is connected only with this vertex V6. Then I can directly color it to color 1. If it is connected to this 2, right, both of this, V3 as well as V6, then I will choose one new color, right? It's a color 3. So, but in any case, I am not changing anything with respect to my existing coloring. Therefore, it's called online algorithm, right? So this is all good, but we didn't answer the crucial question, the most important question. We are getting coloring, that is fine, but what was our objective? At the starting of this lecture, we had listed down our objective. The objective was to color graph using kappa of G colors. We need to answer this, whether we are achieving this objective or not. So any guesses how many colors we are using here?
Yeah.
Okay, so what you can do, you can again think with respect to this parameter delta and answer. What is happening with respect to vertex I plus 1? With respect to vertex I plus 1, you are checking two sets. The first set is CVI and the second set is CVI plus 1. Right? And then you are doing this set difference step. And it may be possible that this vertices are pairwise adjacent and they are using the same set of colors. In that particular case, you will get this answer as empty set. And then you are going to use one new color, T plus 1. So my question is, what can be the value of T here? What is the maximum possible value of T here in
delta of Vi?
Delta of Vi, right? Very good. So that means, can I write like this? For color of Vi plus 1 will be always less than or equal to delta plus 1. Does it make sense?
Yes, sir.
And this is true for all VIs?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So that means, in general, I will be using at most delta G plus 1 number of colors. And if you remember, then upper bound on chromatic number is also this. But it doesn't mean that, now there are two things. First one is optimal answer. Optimal answer means what is the correct value of kappa of G. Second thing is upper bound. Upper bound means what is the maximum value which kappa of G can achieve. So we know that kappa of G can achieve this maximum value, which is nothing but delta G plus 1. That is fine. And same value is achieved by this greedy coloring algorithm. That is also fine. But that doesn't mean that this greedy algorithm will produce optimal answer.